Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's stream. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tazzy. I'm a variety streamer, and I am also part of the Triketra stream team. And today, we're going to be doing something a bit new on my channel, which is where I take a topic of conversation that's kind of a little bit deep, not like majorly deep, but somewhat deep, and we discuss it. We have a mature conversation about it that's informative, and like we look at stuff about it. And then we're going to jump into some games. Originally, I was going to play Animal Crossing and then Doom or Witcher if Doom works. So, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit nervous because I love talking about this kind of stuff. Love talking about. Call you XD? Okay, cool. XD is a lot easier. Yeah, I love talking about this kind of stuff. I love talking about relationships and friendships and things that basically connect people together. I love talking about that kind of stuff. I love talking about the ins and outs, how to have healthy ones, negative ones, best practices for intimate relationships and anything to do with people connecting. I love talking about. But I basically saw this tweet and it was, I see this tweet a lot. It's not a unique tweet. I don't know who tweeted it because it's just not like something that is that unique for me to credit this one tweet that I saw out of me seeing this same comment tweeted over and over and over again. And that is the idea that, no, it's not the idea. The tweet itself is, I'm going to have to get my notes up for this, is Twitch is not a dating site. And there was more to the tweet and blah, blah, blah. But the gist of it is I see a lot of people tweeting this. It is normally women, females, people who are gendered as female. And I rarely see a guy tweet this. Not to say guys don't tweet it, but I rarely see it. Probably because if they do come across it, they just ignore it. It's just not the same reaction, and probably don't get it as much. That's just what the world and being female tends to be like, from my experience anyway. But yeah, so Twitch is not a dating site, and I very much agree with that statement, but is often said in a way that I completely disagree with. So let me give you a bit about me and why I care so much. Like I said, I care about connections, but also I have done a lot of online dating in general in my time, and my current boyfriend, Tom, who, if you've hung out with my stream before or watched some of my event videos, you will have seen Tom. You would have come across Tom. You would have heard me speak about Tom. You would have seen me tweet about Tom, probably an Instagram about Tom. And I'm someone that avoids talking about my partner as much as possible. But when you spend a lot of time with them, they creep up in conversation frequently. And also the Tom that we're going to be playing with later. Probably. Most probably. This bit of hair has gotten really puffy. I don't know why. So yeah, Tom and I are dating because of Twitch. So this topic of conversation is very important to me. It's just online dating in general is my favorite way of dating, and is it's like my preferred way of dating, and is I've had all my most positive relationships have intimate relationships have been formed through online means. So all the best of the best guys, because I'm hetero, All the best guys I've dated I've made that connection initially online. All the best relationships I've had, we made the connection online. Tom's a little different, but we'll get into that. So yeah, so let's bring it back. So to the statement that is, Twitch is not a dating site, which I agree with. Twitch is not a dating site. That is not why it exists. But the context that this is normally said in is like, it's not a dating site. Stop trying to find someone to date, which I kind of disagree with that bit. Twitch is not a dating site and it should not be treated as one. But there is, it's still a place that people are going to make those connections in. And so, you know, it's not a dating site. It's not somewhere you should actively be going to for the sole purpose of dating. And I'm going to kind of go back on that a bit. But, you know, in a certain way, it's not somewhere you should be like your main focus for finding a relationship. It's not, you can't just like hop into people's streams and be like, hey, date me. It's not how it works. It's not Tinder. And let's be real, Tinder's not a dating site. It's a hookup app. And yeah. Hey, Jay, how you doing? It's going good. I'm just having a conversation about online dating, and today specifically Twitch not being a dating site. So you're not going to be sitting here, like you shouldn't be on Twitch going down people's streams, swiping them. You shouldn't be like, I don't know which way is what, like left or right, I don't know. Yeah. So left is reject normally and right is like, yeah. Like you shouldn't be just sitting there doing that. I mean, that's a bad way to date regardless. Don't even, like, the topic of Tinder as a dating site, we can go into that like real deep on another stream if you want. Because I have a lot to say about that. But yeah, like you shouldn't be going into a stream thinking, I want to hook up with this person, I don't want to hook up with this person, date them, whatever. That may be whatever intimate relationship you're thinking of. Because that's not what Twitch is for. Like that's just not what this is. This isn't a dating site. This isn't a place that you should be. I mean, you shouldn't be doing that anyway. It's a bad way to date regardless. But you shouldn't be going in with the attitude that this person is gonna also be wanting to date on Twitch and is going to like want to date you. I fully agree, to be honest. If someone wants to inject hormones over the internet, they can go to other platforms. Twitch is definitely not the one. Okay, see, so this is where the but comes in. But what is Twitch for? For most people, Twitch is a place where you build community, you build friendships, you build other connections. You might have rivals. So you are making connections. And there is a chance that you're going to find someone you're sexually or romantically attracted to because it's a social website. And we're always thinking about the connections we're going to make between streamers. Yes, e.g. podcasts. Hello there, JCG. If you're coming to Twitch, most people are here, especially, can we just like point out that especially during a lockdown, you're coming here for company. That's like, I started streaming because I wanted to find people to game with. That's a connection. And relationships and like more intimate relationships are just a deeper connection. It's inevitable that people are going to find relationships on a platform that is made for connections. Like, that's just how life is. You can't stop that. And that's why it's a but. It's not a dating site, but this is not the sole purpose. You should not come in with the intent to date, but understand that it, like, sometimes it can be a consequence. And I think as streamers, to be like, Twitch is not a dating site, how dare you make a move on me, especially if someone's been sitting there making a connection. I make friendships online. I've made one of my best and longest friendships is with someone who I know from online. Like I've known them since I was, I don't know, like 11, I think, something like that. Crazy, like really young. And I met them online. That is to say, like, don't just go around meeting random people that you've met online. This was like, there is like safety when you comes to meeting people online, because yeah, but there's safety in real life as well. And a lot of the things that you should do in real life are very similar to the things you should do when you're meeting people online. All the worst people I've ever met are in real life and not online. So that's a fun thing. All the worst things that have happened to me have been because of people in real life. Are you making this Are you making the stream as a result of an event that occurred? I'm making it as a reaction, as a commentary on a tweet that I recently saw, but I often see. I see it all the time. Twitch is not a dating site, which is correct. It's not a dating site. But I feel like this is a bigger comment on like just dating in general and how we see dating. So like, there's a lot of places that aren't places to go dating. Me personally, I hate anything that is targeted at, when I'm single, I'm not single at the moment, I hate anything that is targeted at trying to make a relationship. Actually, no, that's a lie, because I do like dating sites, but that's very specific. Like, I don't necessarily want to meet someone in a space that has been made for dating. And most of the time when I've been single, I'm generally not actively looking for a relationship, but I'm very open to wanting a relationship. But I'm not going to go to like a singles night and like do all these like single meetups. What I am going to do is try and make friends with people, because for me, friendship and relationships and stuff, they're all kind of very much in the same area. They're just deep, intimate connections. And then some of those connections go more intimate and turn into romantic or sexual connections that you have with someone, which is all very healthy. And I feel like by saying like absolutely no dating should occur on Twitch is like saying like no one should ever date in social situations where you're gonna meet people that you have connections with. Like, for me, anywhere that, like, when I'm single, I purposely try and position myself in places where I'm gonna find people that have mutual interests. Twitch would be one of those places. Twitch is somewhere I'm going to find people that have mutual interests. I can literally go to the specific games I like and find people that are going to be into that game. And I think to be completely closed to the idea that dating can occur on Twitch is really weird. So what's the best pickup line someone has used on you? In real life or online? Online, it was a meme. I can't even remember the meme. All I know is that they sent it and I was like, oh my God, no one has ever replied with a meme. That is the best thing ever. It made me laugh. I like laughing, so. But if in real life, I don't even know. Pickup lines are, I'm really, I really love a good cheesy pickup line. But in a really weird way. So if someone uses a line on me, if it's like something I've heard before and it's really bad, I'm just gonna be like, ha, it's funny, I like it, I'm gonna talk to you. But you've literally ruined any chances of an actual relationship because just kind of highlighted the kind of person you are. If it's a funny chat up line and it's very relevant, even if I've heard it before, I'll be like, that's a good one. That was the perfect use of that chat up line. Let's have a conversation. But I'm just a really talkative person, so like it's really easy to get me talking. I love it. I love talking. If you can't tell. But yeah, so me and Tom are in a relationship because of Twitch. What's a way how someone gets your attention without a pickup line? In real life, lots of eye contact. I'm telepathic. Lots of eye contact. And just like talking to me without just saying hi. If it's a night out, it's just like, hi, you enjoying your night out? I'm like, yeah, I'm loving it. Because if I'm out, I probably am. Otherwise, I'd go home. Tom from MySpace. Oh, no, Tom with a H. And if you stick around, you'll definitely catch him at some point. So yeah, me and Tom are dating because of Twitch. Granted, we knew each other before Twitch. We went to the same school. Didn't speak after we left school. I mean, we barely spoke in school. He remembers me a lot. I don't remember him as much. I remember him, like, don't get me wrong. He's not a horrible guy, but just our friendship groups never really crossed. And we had like minimal classes together. Also, I really didn't like people in school, so my friendship group was very, very, very small. My acquaintance group was large, but I avoided getting too close to people in school. So he came across my Twitch channel when I was playing Destiny, and he was looking for someone that's name also starts with Taz, and he came across me, and he's like, came in chat and was like, yo, it's Tom from school. And I was like, what? And then like messaged me on Facebook, and we didn't really talk after that. But then when I started streaming a lot more, he hopped into my streams, we got chatting, and then we started watching Netflix shows together because I wanted someone that was gonna watch Netflix. Also, he was very much an insomniac, and I worked night shifts in bars. So like I'd call him when I was like on my way home from work and stuff because it's stupidly late. And it's just nice having someone on the other side of the phone, especially because I was in Cardiff and it was a new place to me. And then yeah, we started watching Netflix because I wanted him to watch a show that I liked because I needed someone to talk to about it. I was like, just log into my Netflix and watch it because I need someone to talk to about it. And then we were playing games with each other, and we just kind of fell into a relationship because we just spent so much time talking with each other. And like, I'm not like which is my best way to sort of get into a relationship. What if someone has anxiety but keeps eye contact, but deep down he's interested? What if someone has anxiety but deep down, what would you take that as? I'm not sure I fully understand, Jay. What if someone has anxiety but keeps eye contact, but deep down he is interested? What would you take that as? You might have to rephrase that. What is it like over there? You're in the UK. It's sunny today. Interesting. That's a pretty cool story. Igniting a fire that couldn't be lit at school. Yeah, I mean, he was like way too short for me back then. Like even now, you know, he's not as tall as I'd like my ideal guy to be, but he's just the right height. He's just the right height. No, it's not even a joke. He was really short in school. and just wouldn't have suited me. Also, I had a very, very adamant rule, and I broke it by dating him now, even, which is never date anyone that went the same school as me. Never, ever. I done it once, regretted it deeply. Kind of twice, but dating someone for a day in school doesn't count. But like, actually had a properly dated someone in school once, and yeah, it broke my rule, and I was like, why did I break my rule? Never again. And then Tom comes along a few years later and then knows it. Why not someone from school? Oh, because school sucked for me. It didn't completely suck. That's wrong. I liked school. But I went through a lot in school because of people in school. So no beans? No beans. We haven't had beans for a long time. Just do exclamation mark points. Yeah. So my rule was just date no one from school because it just got complicated. But luckily, Tom was completely oblivious to anything that went on to school in school. Yeah, basically, I just don't want anyone to prejudge me from a lot of crap that happened in school. Beans was an actual command here previously. Yeah, I think. Was it? I don't know. We love Tom. But yeah, so Tom totally broke my rule. But it's fine. I'll forgive him for that. I'll forgive him for that. He's great, so. But yeah, so conclusion, just because I am recording this as well to chuck on to YouTube. Twitch is not a dating site, but it is okay to use online social space, or not use them, but it's okay to meet someone in online social spaces that you have a deeper connection with, and to pursue that, but make sure you understand how it can come across, also like dynamics. If you've never spoke to a streamer before and you're sitting there, you've just been in chat and you're like, yo, don't me, that's just stupid, come on, like, just, you can't even do that in real life, really. Yeah, it's about not like going out of your way to make someone uncomfortable, and realizing just in life in general, like, rule of thumb, if someone rejects you, take it and be like, cool, that's your choice and I accept it, and I'm gonna leave you alone from now on. Or, you know, if you're already friends, you'll be like, I'm sorry, I overstepped a line there. I hope we can still be friends. I hope you're still comfortable with that. And stop thinking of them like that. Like, it's just easy. Get rejected, then go away. I'm friends with people that I've rejected, or they've rejected me, or we've even been in a relationship, and then, you know, we broke up. So it's fine. Like, just no biggie, you know. But I feel like if you're good at communicating and having a healthy relationship and a healthy relationship with dating, then you'll be fine. Just, there's a way to go about it, and there's a way to just not go about it. Just, someone shuts you down, you just gotta leave, and don't just go into someone's chat and be like, yo, let's hook up, let's date, That's a no, straight up no. But yeah, just understand that the person, if it's someone who's streaming, is probably not looking for a relationship, and if it's, you know, it's someone you're talking to anyway and you're friends, or you it might be okay, but just you're probably gonna get rejected. Just take that. You might have misread the signs. It happens. It's harder to read the signs online. You know, just don't be all weird about it, which I think is the problem online, and is why so many streamers will be like, Twitch is not a dating site, because it's not. But it doesn't mean you can't have those connections. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording. Thank you anyone that is rewatching this on YouTube. Feel free to leave in the comments below anything you want to discuss about it. It's an open discussion. This is just my opinion and what I think. just like in a bar or something. Like, I don't go to clubs and bars to find someone, but most people are. Or like, if you have a hobby, you might go along to that hobby and find someone you like. You know, it's just the world. Anywhere you're gonna make social connections, there's a chance you're gonna find people you're interested in or are interested in you. But thanks for watching, and you can watch me live on twitch.tv/TAZZIII, like all of these wonderful people in chat, and we're gonna have more discussions like this in the future.